Hey, hi, and hello. Mad Ink Pyro here. I'm wearing a mask. This is my favorite mask. One of Biohazard Skulls. Yep, mask. I don't normally do this on my channel. I don't do it for a reason. I try to stay politically neutral on my channel because I don't like it when people get political on my stuff. But there's a couple things that have to be said. Today is the 17th of July. We have lived through 4 months, an entire quarter of a year with COVID and all the craziness between the riots and the financial downfalls and a bunch of other stuff that's been going on. And it's all been politically fueled, every bit of it. One way or the other. Now, the COVID-19, they're saying, oh, it's political, it's political. Part of it is. It's an election year, so everything's going to be politically fueled. I don't like to get political because I really make a lot of people mad because I see the good in both sides, both the right and the left. I also see the bad in both sides, both the right and the left. I like my guns. I like having gun rights. I don't like a lot of other stuff, but there's two sides to every story, they say, and I pick and choose what I like and what I don't like, just like any other red-blooded American would. This is really making me angry. We are seeing astronomical spikes in COVID-19, which we knew we were going to see. I've heard people argue that this is constitutional, this takes away our rights, and if you feel that way, fine. I understand. You know what? People overseas, if you've ever been to a foreign country, highly populated areas, they wear this kind of stuff all the time anyway. You know why? Because they don't want to spread germs and they don't want to get sick and the air quality sucks. Why do I wear it? Because I don't want to get sick. I now know quite a few people that have had COVID-19. I haven't been around them, but I know them. And it's not a joke. It's no fun. Upper respiratory nastiness, hard to breathe, put on ventilators. The virus, people, is real. The spread is real. I sat on my couch and watched the spring breakers and everything go down to Florida, and just not a care in the world. Now look at Florida. All the states are showing these huge spikes. The virus is mutated. I'm not saying that, I'm not a scientist. I'm going off of what I hear on the news. Which, everybody has a problem with that now too, and I do too. I don't believe that they're saying everything that they're, that they know, and some of it's probably dramatized and padded like it normally is. But I'm one of those better safe than sorry people. Yeah, it's an inconvenience to wear this. It's, I've got several of them. I've got my pirate sock thingy that goes over your face and neck, and I've got a couple different masks. I've got one that's my opinion on the situation, and then I've got a plain one that I wear if I have to go see people that are who am I kidding? I only wear the fuck COVID-19 one anyway. It's true.
You only wear that one if you're going down to school.
No, I don't even wear it then. I wear the fuck COVID-19 one. Anyway, I'm not a sheep. I never have been. I've never followed the crowd in anything I do. This isn't about being a sheep. This is about me being safe. I'm obviously, with the health problems that I've had over the years, I'm high risk for infection for COVID-19, and I don't want any parts of it. Amy is high risk for COVID-19. Our kids have asthma, so they're kind of high risk. Even though I completely disagree with it, and I hate homeschooling my children because, let's face it, we've gone through this before. We're not teachers. I'm not sending my kids back into a public school until there's a vaccine for this and it's said and done. Just for general principle of, if they bring home the common cold and the flu every year, and it runs through our household 4 or 5 times before we finally get rid of it, and that's with bleaching and lysoling and scrubbing everything down, and each of us get it 3 or 4 times at least, because these kids go to school and they're in a petri dish, and they're saying, oh, the 1st through 5th graders are going to be fine, and they're less susceptible to it. Out of curiosity, what do they do in a hospital? They sanitize everything, right? And you still get sick from going into a hospital. Imagine what happens when they don't sanitize everything. And, I hate to say it, but snotty, drooly little fingers all over everything. And, let's face it, kids aren't exactly the cleanest things in the world, are they? So no, I'm very against sending my kids back to public school. This is not like the chicken pox or something like that, where they get it and it goes away. They're fine, they now know that you can get COVID more than once. So if you live through it the first time, you might be okay for a little bit, but it can reoccur. And the mutation, you don't have that mutation, so that can occur again. It's to the point where I don't know who to believe, and I don't know what to believe, and I'm doing my own thing to keep myself safe and to keep my family safe. You guys choose not to wear a mask, fine. Go out. Don't wear a mask. When you get COVID-19 and you drop over dead, or you're in the hospital for 6 weeks because you're on a respirator and can't breathe, don't bitch. Don't cry about it. Don't say, face masks are a joke, and it's just another way of the government trying to control you. No. Face masks aren't a joke. They stop the spread of the droplets that carry the frickin' virus. Is it 100% effective? No. Unless you're living in a bubble, it's not gonna be. But it lessens your chances of spreading it if you have it and don't know it. That's just like HIV and AIDS. Do you have HIV? You don't know? Put a fucking condom on. Guess what? It might not be 100% effective, but, any chance you have of stopping that stuff, you take. Did we bitch about condoms when the government's saying, you should wear condoms if you have sex? No, everybody said, okay, and they made their own choices. Most people nowadays use them. It's disappointing to see so many people care so little about other people that they're turning it into a political battle. It's not a political battle. It's a safety issue. And I don't like them. I don't like wearing masks, especially for extended periods of time. But I have to go to the grocery store just like everybody else does. I do a lot of online stuff too, to avoid that. Do I go out in public? Absolutely. Me and Amy, God, we've, ever since we threw caution to the wind and said, we're not sitting at home anymore. We've been camping a couple times. We've been, I've been out fishing. We've gone to a casino or two. We've done a lot of stuff just to do it, just to get out and to, see the outside world again. And guess what? We wore masks. We used hand sanitizers. We've even eaten out in restaurants.
Well,
A restaurant.
yeah.
And then come to find out that the city that restaurant in is now running rampant with COVID-19. We had our masks on the entire time, other than when we were actually actively eating. And guess what? Amazingly, we don't have COVID-19. So that should tell you something. Guys, I can't stress enough to just be safe. Play it safe. If everybody played it safe, we wouldn't be respiking in the country. Who knows? We might be. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. But I do know logic. And logic says, if you're out and about around a bunch of people, put the mask on. There's people pulling guns on people because of the shit. That's irrational. It's not, we're taking away your rights. You can still go into the store and buy your shit, but wear a mask. No. Wear a mask. It's not your health I'm worried about. It's my health. It's Amy's health. It's my kid's health. There was a picture of a woman, I think in Fredericksburg, Virginia, at a grocery store, coughing in her hand and then picking through strawberries. Where's the logic? This is why I order my stuff offline. Wash it when you get home. Oh God, wash it when you get home. But that kind of stuff happens in everyday life anyway, but now it's different. Now it's deadly. There's the death tolls are rising. The sickness tolls are rising. Guys, it's bad. I'm not trying to be political and tell you what to do. I'm saying, we know it works. We know that we can slow it down and possibly stop it until we can figure out the vaccine. If you're going to get it, fine. If you're not, I'm the last person to get a vaccine. I don't get my flu shot every year. That's probably why I get the flu every year. I don't get it because I don't like needles. Be honest with you, tattoo needles are totally different. Don't anybody say a word. I don't get shots. I don't like getting my blood drawn. I absolutely hate it, actually. But that doesn't mean that the vaccine's not going to be real. And no, the government's not trying to implant stuff into your arm. Do I trust the government like that? No. We'll get into that later. You want to get into conspiracy theories? I got a billion of them. This is a little different, though. People are dying again. So, guys, do it for people that you care about that do have health problems. If you don't, do it for yourself. I'm not saying go out there and start yelling at every Karen that walks down the way without a face mask. I'm saying when you go into public spaces, especially crowded public spaces that aren't social distancing to begin with, don't walk in there without a mask. You're saving yourself, and if you're carrying it, you're possibly saving someone else. Like me. Like Amy. Like your kids, like my kids. I don't know how much more clear I can be about it. I'm not doing it, and I'm not bitching about it because I think every person that doesn't wear a mask is an asshole. But I think it would be the safe thing to do. So guys, that's what I got for you today. Get healthy, get happy. I'll see you guys later.